Father God, we know in many places darkness prevails. But Lord, I thank you that there is light. I thank you that you are the source of that light. And that, Lord, you can use us to shine that light into those dark places. Not only within our own lives, but Lord, within our sphere of influences as well. So bless us, Lord, as a church, as individuals, for your glory.
Amen. Worship team, thank you. Church, what a blessing. Would you agree with that? What a blessing. Music this morning has just been exceptional. And I love certainly the words in this last song. Pastor Wes, I love the music in it. It just paints a beautiful picture. Did y'all catch that? And I almost heard the sun rising with the music. And I love that. I'm a music nerd that way, but I love that. And I was thinking as we were singing, y'all ever seen those lapsed, like a video a week? I only get a few hours sleep. Not sure why. And then I saw a documentary that said I'm normal, that actually you don't need that much sleep, so I feel okay. I'm not that bad. But so it's nothing unusual for me to get up about 3:30 or so, and I'll go to bed at midnight, 11:30 midnight, get up at 3:30. And I'll lay there for a little bit and go, well, I'm either going to, claw the walls or I got to get up and do something. So I get up. This past week, I got up about 3:45, 4 o'clock, something like that, and I laid there and my mind started going. And I was thinking about the different things I needed to get done. And so I went downstairs and I grabbed my computer, finished writing today's sermon. No, I think I had already finished that. But anyway, I worked on some sermon stuff, worked on some PowerPoint, checked some email that I hadn't done the day before. And by the way, if you ever get an email from me like 4:22 a.m., that's why. Sometimes I'll come into work and Pastor West will be like, you didn't get much sleep last night. Dude, you sent me an email like at 3 a.m. Which is even a scarier thought that at 3 o'clock in the morning while you're sleeping, I have Pastor West on my mind. That's really... But anyway, so I was sitting there, and so in front of my chair, I'm looking out the window, and there's woods, and it's dark, of course, and then so not to sound cheesy and all, but think about it. We were dead in our sin until the sun came, right? And there's just beautiful imagery and creation of the sun rising and bringing life and creation stirring, and that's what I gathered from that song, and I just love that awakening. And of course, we all get, for us, it should be our relationship with Jesus Christ. That's what should awaken us, and our relationship with Him and the power of the Holy Spirit in our life. So that really is a beautiful segue into what I want to talk about today. So last week, I introduced to you SOI, your sphere of influence. And I said to you last week, every single one of you has a sphere of influence. You have an SOI. You have people in your life that are directly affected by your words and your actions. No one is exempt. The only thing that really differs in this room is the size of our SOI. Some of you have maybe but a few, and some of you may have a few hundred, and some of you may even have a few thousand. And so I want you to be thinking about that. And last week I kind of left you with a challenge, and that is think about 10 people. And this is not hard, because your SOI begins with your immediate family. And then it extends to your family, your extended family and friends, close friends, people you do life with. Then it spans a little more to include coworkers, people you go to school with, people you rub shoulders with. Then that expands even further. And so go with me, because even though your funeral may not be here and you may not choose to have your funeral right here, just go with me for this. One day you're going to be here. Your body is. Your spirit's either going to be with the Lord or not. And people are going to gather, and they're going to talk about you. And the people that are gathered, I'm going to let you tell me, who do you think is going to be in the audience? Your what? Your SOI. The people who carry your coffin out, your casket out. Those are going to be people that were in your SOI. The people that get up and speak are going to be people that were in your SOI. The people who are going to mourn the greatest are people who are in your SOI. And so here's the question, not are you going to be dead one day? Am I going to be dead one day? Yes, because it's appointed once unto man to die. The real question is, what are people going to say when you're no longer here? And maybe they won't verbalize it, but what are they going to be thinking? And I've shared this story before, but I'm going to share it again. I remember I did a funeral of a man that was in my church. It was one of the saddest funerals I ever did, and I'll tell you why. It wasn't because I believe he didn't know Christ. I believe he did. But I remember presiding over his funeral, and it wasn't at our church, it was at a funeral home. And I remember when I walked into the chapel, the funeral home, there were like fishing rods and stuff like that. I never heard my dad tell me he loved me. But I knew he did because he took me fishing. And I remember, and I had a little one at the time. My now 15, almost 16-year-old was probably 2 or 3. And I remember sitting over here, and I was like, I can't even fathom that as a dad. For my child to be able to say over my dead body one day, I never heard my dad say he loved me. But then she went on, and she told some stories about how they go fishing, and then the son got up, and they told some stories about fishing, and then some other people got up, some co-workers got up. And church family, listen, not one person mentioned Jesus, his relationship with Christ, his faith, his character. It was 10 or 15 minutes of his activity and what he was good at. And I remember sitting there in that funeral thinking, one day, as people are gathered, my SOI is gathered to do whatever they want to when I'm dead, laugh, celebrate, or cry, and hopefully celebrate, because I'm with the Lord, amen? What do I want them to say about me? I got plenty of material for them to chew on and make people laugh. Now, I won't mind that. Actually, I kind of hope it happens because I think laughter is really good medicine. Because accomplishments we make now, let's be honest, in a few weeks, people don't remember. They just don't. Now, some monumental things that happen, yes. I will remember this past Monday night for a long time. Till next football season. Yeah! Yeah, that's different. That's in another league. But let's be honest, our accomplishments, things we get awards for at work, things that we get patted on the back for, they feel good in the moment. But in the scheme of life, I started to say scheme of eternity, but the scheme of life, it's forgotten. We move on to the next thing, especially this day and age. Something sensational happens, and 15 minutes later, we have forgotten what we heard, what blew up our phone a while ago. Now we've moved on to the next sensational story. And I remember sitting there at that funeral thinking, what do I want people to say about me? Here's what I have found lasts. When people can stand up, talk about your faith in Christ changed their life. Because he knew Christ, he taught me about Jesus. He showed me what faith was. He didn't just talk about it. And I've had the joy of presiding over some funerals where that's exactly what was shared. Now again, not to be morbid, I remember one time when I was giving the example in a men's group about our accomplishments and things that don't last. And bear in mind, I was giving this talk on the Space Coast where I moved from. So I thought I'd use a space example. So I said, would y'all agree that landing on the moon was a pretty big deal? Of course, everybody, yeah. It was a pretty big accomplishment, right? Yeah. Name all the men who have walked on the moon. If you can name them all, I'll buy you lunch. Doggone it, there was a man that named every astronaut that ever walked on the moon. Note to self, before you give that example, make sure you're not, within the shadow of Kennedy Space Center. I know some of you are going, did you buy him lunch? Yes, I did. I did. Jesus said this, verse 19, therefore, go. Everybody say go. Go. Now, a truer application of that is as you're living life, as you're going. We read that and we think, oh, that means mission trip. I have to go physically transplant myself in another location. No, really the language says this. Jesus is saying, therefore, go. And as you're going, as you're living life, you're S-O-I. Go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the ministry leaders, Bible study teachers, Sunday school teachers, those who are gifted in evangelism. No. Jesus, our Savior, our Master, is saying to you and me, as you're going, make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you, and surely I'm with you always to the very end of the age. Here's what Jesus is saying. You're going to have an SOI. You're going to have a sphere of influence. As you're living your life, you have a responsibility. This isn't the great suggestion. This is the great commission. As you are in your SOI, you are to teach them, Jesus says, about me. Teach them what you've learned. Mom, dad, teach your kids what you've learned. Friend, teach your friends what you've learned. So how important, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most, do you think this commandment is? We all agree, a 10? I don't think Jesus was kind of like, hey, listen, by the way, if you feel like it. No, I think Jesus was absolutely serious about this. If we all agree that this is on a scale of 1 to 10, a 10, here's another question, don't answer it loud, then why don't more of us do it? For Jesus Christ and teaching them about Him. I've never met a person who's been negative, nasty, not well thought of, who had the joy of the Lord in their life and was telling people about Jesus. I bet you haven't either. I've met a lot of negative people, but I've never met someone who you would look at and go, man, they just suck life out of me. But boy, they sure do love people and talk about Jesus a lot. I'm talking about someone who is authentically in love with Christ, therefore authentically in love with people, and the joy of the Lord exudes from their life. There is a direct connection between you and me being obedient to what Jesus said here and the quality of our relationship with Jesus. And yet, I think for many of us, there's a person in the Bible we can relate to a whole lot better. So I'm going to invite you to go, and we're going to visit our friend Jonah again. So go with me to the book of Jonah. Jonah is an amazing story. And we're going to look at Jonah's journey, and I believe we could sum up Jonah's journey with 4 words. They're going to be on the screen, but we could sum them up in 4 words. Reveal, refuse, run, repent. I believe for a lot of us, and I would even go as far as to say for most of us, at some point in our journey with Christ, person say, I've absolutely, not just once, not just 5 times, many times, I've had this same journey that Jonah has. Now let's look a little closer, and let's talk about that first word, reveal. You see, I believe God has a plan for you. That's not my opinion. I stand on Scripture, and I believe that Scripture is true when God said, I have good plans for you. So God has a plan for every single one of you, and for me. And God wants to reveal that plan to you. He would be a cruel God if He had a plan and never revealed it. And I believe He does. God had a plan for Jonah and He revealed it. In Jonah chapter 1, here's what we read. The word of the Lord came to Jonah, son of Amittai, go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me. Simple plan. Jonah, go to Nineveh. It's a directive. And God, I believe, told you and me in Matthew 28, I have a directive. There's a Nineveh in your SOI. There's a Nineveh in your world. There's people who don't know Christ who need to hear Christ. There's people who haven't been loved in the name of Christ, and God needs you to go love them. And so the plan is very simple. Jonah, go. Jesus plan for you and me is very simple. Go. Bye. I am sincerely sorry for speaking to you the way I did. But, and it doesn't matter what comes after that, does it? Because they just negated that apology. So you and I, we get this. This isn't hard. You try to teach someone something. You did this incorrectly. Do you realize that? Yes. Okay, well, I'm going to show you how to fix it. Yeah, but, and it doesn't matter what comes after that but, we have just communicated we're not fully taking responsibility and we're not teachable in that moment. Are y'all with me? Is that a fair statement? Yes. We let our butt get in the way, don't we? And Jonah, in the face of God, had a big, flat, nope. I'm not doing it. I refuse. But Jonah ran away from the Lord. So the rest of verse 3 tells us not only did Jonah refuse, or excuse me, not only did Jonah refuse, but he ran. We're going to read through verse 17. Listen to this. He ran away from the Lord and he headed to Tarshish. He didn't just run from the Lord. He ran the complete opposite direction of Nineveh. It was as if Jonah, after God revealing his plan, arose that the ship threatened to break up. All the sailors were afraid, and each cried out to his own God. And they threw the cargo into the sea to lighten the ship. But Jonah had gone below deck, where he lay down and fell into a deep sleep. The captain went to him and said, "How can you sleep? Get up and call on your God. Maybe he will take notice of us, and we will not perish." Now, I don't want to skip over this, because I'm sure many of you have read the story of Jonah many times, but did you catch something odd? He was asleep. Church, listen, it's one thing for God to reveal a plan to you and you refuse it. And it's another thing for you to refuse it and run the complete opposite direction and get as far away from God as you can. But it is a whole nother thing for you to sleep in that and be okay. So I'm not suggesting I've never run from God, and I'm not suggesting that I've never refused to do what God's asked me to do. Yes and yes, guilty as charged. But I will tell you, to be able to sleep and rest in it and be okay is a different story. And Jonah was sleeping. And check this out. A pagan captain who worshipped another god was really surprised by this. Way with crops and other natural disasters. So there was this understanding, we've got to call upon the right God and make sure they're okay so they'll allow this calamity to pass. And they couldn't understand why Jonah wasn't calling upon his God. So they cast lots, and the lots fell on Jonah. So they asked him, "Tell us, who is responsible for making all this trouble for us? What do you do? Where do you come from? What is your country? From what people are you?" He answered, "I am a Hebrew, and I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the land." This terrified them, and they asked, "What have you done?" They knew he was running away from the Lord because he had already told them so. So, don't miss that. Jonah knows exactly where he is, doesn't he? Spiritually. He's not doing this blindly. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows he's refused. He knows that he has absolutely run the opposite direction from God. It's a devised plan in his mind, and he's okay with it because he was sleeping. And apparently he'd been talking about it. And the sea was getting rougher and rougher, and so they asked him, what should we do to you to make the sea calm down for us? Now this blows my mind, because I have said some stupid things in my life. But every single time I read the story of Jonah, I'm like, dude, shut up. Jonah says this, "Pick me up and throw me into the sea," he replied, "and it will become..." There's such a refusal to accept personal responsibility. And the reason we have a hard time accepting personal responsibility is because I go back to that first word that is in verse 3. But you don't understand. And so we all think we're the exception, that we don't have to play by the rules because we're the exception, because you don't understand, and we throw up all these excuses. And finally, Jonah says, it's me. Matter of fact, it's so much me, you need to pick me up, throw me into the sea, and all this will pass. And you got to love this crew. You got to love these men. I think they're good guys. I don't think they were bloodthirsty. They weren't looking to harm Jonah. Look, it says, instead, the men did their best to row back to land. But they could not, for the sea grew even wilder than before. Now, this is really intriguing. Then they cried to the Lord. They cried to Jonah's God. He'd already told them, I'm a Hebrew, I worship the Lord God Almighty. So they started crying out to him, Oh Lord, please do not let us die for taking this man's life. Do not hold us accountable for killing an innocent man, for you, O Lord, have done as you pleased. Then they took Jonah and threw him overboard, and the raging sea grew calm. And at this the men greatly feared the Lord, and they offered a sacrifice to the Lord and made vows to him. Verse 17, but the Lord provided a great fish to swallow Jonah. And Jonah was inside the fish for 3 days. I got engrossed in my work. I got engrossed in my hobbies. I got engrossed in other things, so I wouldn't have to face the reality that I had been running from God for years. And yet, even in Jonah's greatest moment of disobedience, and even owning it, look what God did. He provided for him. Now, granted, most of us would look at his provisions and go, "Whew, that must have been really unpleasant." But check this out. Do you realize the great fish that swallowed Jonah was really his vessel that kept him alive? I think it's amazing how God, even in his love, even in his discipline, he loves us and has great mercy on us and provides for us. And even times when we think this is so unpleasant, it could be that God has you right there in that belly of the fish to save your life and you don't even know it. That's right. The alternative would be for Jonah to be in the ocean and eventually drowned. Amen. Instead, he's in a fish. And then there's this great moment of repentance. I won't read chapter 2, but I invite you to. I think this would be a great quiet time for you this week, just to read the book of Jonah. It's very short. Chapter 2, he begins to pray this incredible prayer, and even at the end, he starts praising God. It's a plan for all those people in your life. And he still wants to use you. And so he says to Jonah a second time, go to the great city of Nineveh and proclaim to it the message I gave you. Verse 3, Jonah obeyed. Jonah obeyed the word of the Lord, and he went to Nineveh. In chapter 1, same directive, go to Nineveh. Jonah said, nope, I refuse, I run the other direction, and I own it. To the extent, I called it out and ended up in the belly of a fish that God, you provided. And as unpleasant as it was, it saved my life, and I realized this in the moment, so I began to praise you and sing songs of thanksgiving. And it's amazing how when Jonah began to praise the Lord with song and thank him, his heart changed, and he realized the second time, because God's plan hasn't changed, okay, God, I'll go. And he went. I want to give you 5 takeaways. I hope you'll write these down as you think about the story of Jonah. First of all, God loves your sphere of influence. Now, let that soak in for a moment. Because immediately, you're thinking, well, so do I. Well, I hope that's the case. You have enemies in your SOI. And as much as we want to love the people that are lovely and not love the people that aren't lovely, God loves them all. And God cares about your SOI. He loves your SOI, so he has a plan for them. He has a plan for you in your sphere of influence, and that includes a plan for your enemies. What is that plan? Well, the Bible plainly tells us it's the will of God that none should perish, but that all may have everlasting life. So God's plan for humanity, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only son. In Matthew 28, Jesus said, oh, let me narrow that down for you. You go, and as you're going, in your SOI, you are to make disciples. How does that happen? By teaching them simply what you've learned about me. Pass it down. So God loves your SOI. God loves the enemies in your SOI. And number 3, it's God's will that all should know Christ. This really should be enough for us, church. These 3 takeaways should be enough for us. This should be enough to motivate us to make sure that everybody that's in our sphere of influence knows, number 1, we love God, and number 2, that we love them. But I want to give you a 4th one. It's God's plan that you, everybody say me. It's God's plan that you play a significant, hugely significant role. Therefore, God has you exactly where you are right now for a purpose. And you have a huge role to play in your sphere of influence. See, one day I've got to stand before God and I've got to give an account for everything I did with what God gave me. And one of the things that's not going to happen is me be put to the questions of, what did I do with Pastor Sam's SOI? What did I do with John Fell's SOI? What did I do with Tim's SOI? God's not going to ask me that. God's going to say, hey, Jeremy, what did you do with, help me out, church, your SOI? See, I'll take care of Sam, and I'll take care of John, and I'll take care of Tim, because God's got a plan for you and your SOI, and you are accountable for your sphere of influence. And we could broaden that out, and we could say, you know what, God's given Wright Baptist Church a sphere of influence, and He has. And so this community, and when I say this community, you know, take a map and draw a 50-mile radius. This community, this part of our great state, this is our SOI. Every single car that drives by, they're in our sphere of influence. They watch. The world does watch. And you may not think it's important. You may not think that we play a significant role in this community, but we do. That's not so we can boast and brag. It's to give glory to me. And God has given you a choice. Jonah had a choice. And the first choice he made, he ended up in a fish. Much worse than that, he ended up with broken fellowship with God. In the second choice he made, he was blessed. And the Ninevites heard about God and repented. The old expression, you can run, but you can't. We can run. God gives us the freedom to run. But we never escape Him. The psalmist grabbed hold of this, by the way. Matter of fact, the psalmist said something like this, and I'm paraphrasing. Where can I go to get away from God? Nowhere. If I go to the heavens, He's there. If I make my bed in Sheol, He's there. If it's light, if it's dark, no matter where I am, God is there. I can't escape. And it was just an incredible moment of reality, understanding the sovereignty of God. And so we can run. We can't hide. You know, when we were kids and we did something wrong, we stole the cookie out of the cookie jar, right? We went and hid under our bed. Well, we thought we were getting away with everything, didn't we? Our parents knew where we were. Especially me. We lived in seminary housing. Our entire apartment would fit on this platform. But when we were kids, we thought, well, we can hide. We can get away with stuff. Look, we can't hide from God. Adam and Eve tried it. It didn't work for them. And so yet, because we're not hidden from God, He does love us. He does care. And even in our disease, and became angry. And he prayed to the Lord, oh Lord, is this not what I said when I was still at home, that this is why I was so quick to flee to Tarshish? I knew that you are a gracious and compassionate God, slow to anger and abounding in love, a God who relents from sin and calamity. Now, O Lord, take away my life, for it is better for me to die than to live. Here's what he's upset about. God loved the Ninevites. He's upset because God loved Jonah's enemies. And now he's throwing one down. And so God's going to teach him another lesson. At the end of chapter 1, he uses part of his creation. He used a fish. In chapter 4, look at verse 6. Then the Lord God provided. Here he is again in Jonah's moment of throwing one down, his moment of, I would even say, disobedience because his heart wasn't right. God, in His mercy and in His great love for Jonah, provided. Then the Lord God provided a vine and made it grow over Jonah to give shade for his head to ease his discomfort. And Jonah was very happy about the vine. But at dawn the next day, God provided a worm. which chewed the vine so that it withered. And when the sun rose, God provided a scorching east wind, and the sun blazed on Jonah's head so that he grew faint. He wanted to die and said, it would be better for me to live than to die. Better for me to die than to live. But God said to Jonah, how did this end? This hero of the Bible that we all remember getting spit out on the shore and going to Nineveh and preaching the gospel, his legacy ends, at least in God's word, with him throwing one down because the very people God told him to go talk to repented. And he didn't love his enemies enough to rejoice with them. And so God provided other elements of his creation to teach Jonah a very important lesson. And here's the lesson. Hey, Jonah, I'm God and you're not. Hey, Right Baptist, I'm God. Not me, I'm not saying this. God's saying to us, I'm God and you're not. He's saying to you in your SOI, whether you like it, don't like it, understand it, don't understand it, agree, don't agree, whatever. God's saying to you, I love you. And even in your moment of throwing one down, I'm going to provide for you what I need to provide to teach you about me, what you need to learn about me. But at the end of the day, I'm God, you are not. But I love you and I have a plan for you. And part of that plan involves you going and affecting your SOI for Jesus Christ. Because I love them too. And then I want to end with the fifth takeaway. And it's not to let us off the hook, but it should allow you and me great peace. And that is this. You are not responsible for the end result. Who is? You're responsible to your SOI. Don't miss this, because some of you, I get it, I close my Bible to you, closing your Bibles, you're getting you're gathered, that is, and reading the script. No, this is about you getting up tomorrow morning, and every single person you encounter, you look at differently. You look at through the lens of, this is somebody God has put in front of me right now for this moment in time. I need to make sure I'm loving them and being kind and being gentle. And maybe in that, God will give me an opportunity to share the gospel. I had to go to Staples this week. I had to pick up some stuff. And the young lady checking me out, her name was Miranda. And since we had our Miranda, I've met maybe 6 or 8 ladies named Miranda. It's just not a very common name. And so I commented on it. Actually, what I did was I took my phone out. She rang me up, and as I'm paying, I showed her my phone. I said, hey, Miranda, this is my Miranda. She goes, oh, she's so cute, and how old is she? And I told her, and we started talking. I said, well, how long have you worked here? She told me, her story. And within about 45 seconds, I knew more about Miranda than I thought going into the store. I didn't know I'd meet a Miranda. I asked 2 or 3 questions. Last thing I said to her was, you've provided such amazing customer service that the next time I need something, I'm going to skip over Office Depot. I'm going to come to Staples and see you. And her face lit up. She goes, I can't wait. I'll see you next time. Oh, here. And she went over to the register and grabbed a card and goes, next Christ. So this isn't about learning a script. It's about you loving God and loving people. And as you're going, teach people what you know. And it starts in the home. And that's where I'm going to end, and we're going to pick up next week as we dissect our SOI. So I hope you'll be here next week. Let's pray. Father, this amazing story of Jonah that we read, thank you for allowing us to have it and to read it and to be able to take away from it some things that we need. And Lord, even as we prepare for baptism, I'm reminded once again of that beautiful picture of one coming to you in faith and then making the decision to turn from sin and to turn to you and to be willing to go through the waters of baptism to witness to all his faith in Christ. And so I pray you bless him this day as he's going and preparing for that. God, I think about all of us and how you have a plan for our life, and you reveal that, and you do it every day. We can see messages from you in creation. We can read your word, and we walk with your Holy Spirit, and we can feel in our heart and in our being you speaking to us and revealing your plan. And so, Father, I pray that we would not refuse and you gave us to affect those in our sphere of influence in that moment with the love of Christ. And then, God, any opportunities we have to share our faith, you give us the courage to do so. I pray that we would be salt and light that you've called us to be when we leave this place today and go out into our homes and communities. And I pray this in Christ's name. Amen. Church, today as we, Pastor Wes is going to come up and make some announcements. I'm going to get ready for baptism, but some of you may be listening and going, I don't know Christ. I don't know Christ as my Savior, and I've got some questions. I want to talk about that. When we're done with baptism today, I'm going to come back out, and I'm going to be down here at the front. Feel free to come and talk with me. Feel free to come talk with Pastor Sam. Feel free to come talk with Pastor Wes. Let us know where you are. If you have questions, we'd love to sit down and talk with you. If you're thinking about planting your membership here at the church, you've worshiped here for a while and you want to know more about how you can join our church, again, please come and talk with me. And I'd love to share that moment with you. Pastor Wes is going to come share some things with you as I prepare for baptism, and we'll celebrate that. Amen? Amen. All right. Pastor Wes.
Well, Wednesday Night at Wright started back up this last Wednesday, and it was a great evening. I hope that if you are able, you will make yourself available to that. We started a new Bible study that Pastor Jeremy's leading for adults in this room. I can't children have what they call hang time over in the hangar. I know we don't hang them, although some of them may be. Your kids are awesome. After all of those are done, then at 7 o'clock, our worship choir that you heard sing earlier rehearses for an hour upstairs. And I just want to make sure you know, January is probably the best month of the year. It's almost over now. It's like, wow, we're halfway through January. How did that happen? Christmas was just here yesterday. It's a great month of the year to get involved in a choir. I mean, we're starting new music, which we're doing. Just an opportunity in life to maybe try something new. If you've never tried it before, people say, oh, they've heard my pitch here. They'll say, oh, well, I can't sing. I go, what do you mean you can't sing? If you can talk, you can sing. It's the same mechanism. There's not a different voice that you find somewhere back there that you sing with that you don't talk with. If you can talk, you can sing. It's just a matter of being willing to do it. It's sustained speech. That's all singing is. So I guarantee you, you can do it. I've got people in that choir that never thought they'd be in a choir, and they would get up here and testify, I never thought I could do it. And maybe they don't do it as great as some, but they're doing it. And it's an awesome experience. So if you feel God tugging at your heart and saying, hey, I think I might enjoy being involved in helping lead others in worship. I love to worship. I love worship. And I think I'd want to be involved in helping others worship. Come and visit with us one of these Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock. It's painless. It only lasts an hour. Better than IHOP, I guarantee you. Better than Denny's. So anyway, I think we got somebody in the water. I'm hearing it up there. So that's cool. So I think I've hit those. The only last pitch I'll throw in there is even though Christmas is over, we said a lot early in the month about Lottie Moon. If you didn't get a chance to give or to contribute to Lottie Moon Christmas offering, this is an offering that supports our mission work around the world. International Mission Board, I would encourage you, it's not too late to still give to Lottie Moon. The envelopes may not be around, but if you designate it for Lottie Moon Christmas offering, it'll get to the right place. So let's enjoy this baptism.
All right. Church family, I want you to meet Jonathan. Everybody say, hey, Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan and I met several months ago, actually, but kind of connected, I guess, around November, around Thanksgiving time. Had coffee one day and spent several hours together. And Jonathan shared with me that he had given his heart and life to Jesus Christ. And that day at the, amen. We met at our men's breakfast that we have on Saturday mornings, and so it was really neat to hear Jonathan's story, and I said, well, share that with me, and he did. Had his Bible with him that day, and we looked at some scripture together. We prayed before we parted ways, and we've stayed in touch, and we were actually going to baptize him in December. He wanted to be baptized in December, but we postponed it to this Sunday because of our stage in 1 Peter, and we do this to remind us. And when we see baptism, it reminds us of our commitment we made to Christ. So I just thought that was beautiful. This is not only a beautiful picture for others to see, but it's a beautiful reminder of the follower of Christ. Every single day, I talked about choices earlier. Every single day, we have the choice to get up and to identify with Christ and to live in Him, to die to selfishness, and to live in his freedom, or we have the choice to walk in our own way. And I pray that we would certainly die to self every day, as we're taught in Scripture, and live according to God's will. Jonathan, 2 questions I ask everybody. Have you indeed given your heart and life to Jesus Christ?
Yes.
And you want to follow in believer's baptism?
Forever, yes.
All right, brother. Turn around this way. Jonathan, upon your profession of faith in Jesus Christ and in humble obedience to his command, I baptize you, my dear brother in the Lord, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, buried with Christ in baptism, rising to walk in a new way of life. I love you, brother. God bless you. And everybody said, Amen. Father, dismiss us with your blessing and peace this day as we go into our community.